Hi everyone, Ryan here with our August product update from Beyond. And we're going to start today's update where everybody starts in Beyond, and that's on our homepage. Our homepage has gotten a complete refresh with a cleaner look from top to bottom. Really exciting to see this come to our homepage here in Beyond. You can see a couple new areas and places we want to highlight right when you log into Beyond. You can see already we've got the number of listings that we're actively pricing. We've added a cleaner look for your portfolio level revenue goal throughout the year with ways to edit this directly, see how far you've come towards your goal, and even take a deep dive here with Neoba as well. We've also added portfolio score with a quick deep dive into insights in case you want to dig deeper into your current portfolio score. We surface recommendations right here at the top, as well as your latest bookings with a nicer, cleaner look, including the listing image and a few more details on the actual booking. We also include upcoming events here for your market and what you're seeing in your market. And a couple other things that you'll see here, depending on your account, would be if you have listings still to set up, we can help you through setup. If you have any Beyond credit left from a trial or onboarding, we have that here. And then if you're also using Beacon, search-powered pricing, and search insights, we show some of that information here as well. So that's everything new on our homepage that you'll see logging into Beyond. Let's go ahead and move over to the pricing side of Beyond. We'll take a look at two updates here, mostly at the listing level. And first, we're going to start off with our chart view. So quite a few improvements to our chart view, which is really, really exciting. The first one I want to call out is a request we've been hearing over the past couple months and the ability to sort of trial and error some pricing updates. So you can see here, I'm increasing my base price quite a bit, and I can now see my previous pricing and then my new pricing with that increased base price even before I hit save. So an easier, cleaner way to see those impacts of base price changes across the entire year for individual listings. Over here on the left, you can also change your min and max value on your y-axis in case some of these peaks are interfering with some of your analysis. You can also pull in market occupancy to this chart now, so we can see forward-looking market occupancy to, again, compare more of our performance and pricing with what's happening in the market. And then we also added some new toggles over here. You can see all of our algorithm toggles powering your pricing, and you can see the individual impacts just by toggling these on and off. Still here at the listing level on the pricing side, we've also made an update to occupancy-based pricing here on our customized tab. So what's great here is we've carried over our strategy tiers from dynamic time-based adjustments to occupancy-based pricing. So we always recommend going for more revenue, optimizing for revenue. So that's our recommended setting here for occupancy-based pricing. You can also choose occupancy-focused if you want to focus on booking more nights, or focus more on higher rates and driving ADR with the rate-focused strategy tier. Moving out of pricing, we're going to jump over to actually our new section, Owner Hub, here on our left navigation bar. And we're going to check out revenue projections. So revenue projections for individual properties have been a request for Beyond over the years. And I'm really happy that we now have this available in-app for Beyonders and for anybody using Beyond. So you'll see here, I'm actually going to go ahead and start with an Airbnb listing. You could start with a physical location, any property in the world if you'd like. But you can see here I've plugged in that Airbnb listing in Rosemary Beach. It's got my location, some details, and already telling me that it's above average. I could, again, just search for any property here and input that information here in step one. Moving through onto step two, this is where we're going to be highlighting and identifying some of our comp sets. So Beyond actually automatically puts together a comp set based on a number of different factors, but bedroom sizes, bathroom counts, images, locations, reviews, things like that. You can also go ahead and add your own comp set properties if you'd like. You can see those populate on the map. And then we can go ahead and generate our projection. So you'll see here we now have a full revenue projection for this property for the year, occupancy, average nightly rate, and nights booked. If I'm a property manager, let's say I want to go ahead and say my properties typically sit at 65% occupancy, but that ADR seems a little bit realistic. I'm going to go closer to 700. Nights booked looks great. I can now see I have my lower end, higher end, and that actual projection. I can also go ahead and add my management fee. We'll go ahead and take this out of the the projection calculation for a potential owner, just to show them exactly what they could be earning. I've gone ahead and added, my brand color in here. We'll say my company name is Beyond Rentals. I could upload a logo, make it nice, and then you can see some more data here for what the owner or property manager or anybody operating this property would expect from revenue performance. And then you can export this as a PDF, as a CSV, any way you like it, and ship it off, use it in a conversation. You can see here we get this nice revenue projection for the property. We show all those comp set details, which is great. And then we also include how this report was put together. So really excited that we have projections here in Beyond. You can find that on the Owners tab here on the left. Moving over to Insights, we're going to go ahead and start on our Insights dashboard. Insights dashboard has been around for a couple years here now at Beyond and has gone through quite a few different iterations and updates. And I'm excited to show you more data that we've added to our reporting here. So when I use some of the filters here in the Insights dashboard, we have a lot available. I'd actually like to pull in some of my market data. So I'm going to go ahead and just take a look at my San Francisco market. And then over here, again, in filters, I'm going to compare to those selected markets that I have here in filters. That'll load up everything here on the dashboard. Like I said, we've got total revenue, total occupancy, average daily rate, and revenue per available night. I want to take a look at revenue per available night and actually go ahead and flip over to the scrape data that we have in Beyond. So I can do that by toggling OTA data over here, and you can see some of my new data populates to show me where in my market we're seeing some of that scraped occupancy show up into the future. So I'll flip over to the date view here in Insights just to give a bit more of a detailed view of some of that data that we're pulling in. But you can see here, these are for my properties, my portfolio, and then this new dotted pink line is going to be that scrape data comparison group, again, for that forward-looking occupancy and scrape data that we have here and Beyond. So deeper analysis and insights, really excited that we've added that to the platform. And I'll be finishing up here in Search Insights and Beyond. So we've got quite a few new updates coming and that have already showed up here in Search Insights. Today I'm going to be focusing on our Beacon integrations refresh. So you can see here when I go to the Search Insights page for my own booking website, I now have a nice new banner encouraging me to add Beacon. So this is our ability to collect some of the data from a direct booking website and then show it here for anybody to use when it comes to marketing, when it comes to revenue management, pricing, or running a property management business in general. So what's new here is we've refreshed a lot of getting connected with Beacon and what this process looks like. So you can see right here at the top, we explain what Beacon is, we explain what Search-Powered Insights is, as well as how Search-Powered Pricing helps Beyond customers increase revenue per available night by over 4% on average, which is great. So you get a full breakdown of really what Beacon is, how it can help you, and the process also for installing it. And we make it clear here where we need two different URLs depending on your direct booking website URL and then the actual booking engine URL. In case you have the same, you can go ahead and check this box and use the same. Once you go through these instructions here, you can generate your key. Let's say I have beyondbookings.com as my domain. I can generate my key, and then you can see here I can now track my integrations directly here in Search Insights. So a lot more information here on also just connecting Beacon. You can connect Beacon a lot of different ways. We have specific instructions per PMS integration. If you use Google Tag Manager, we have instructions here as well. WordPress, if you'd like to send it directly to somebody who manages your website, we make that super easy here, as well as linking the full installation guide for anybody interested. And we also offer the manual installation as well. So lots of different, very easy ways to install Beacon. And our team has now made this a lot easier to understand directly in Search Insights and Beyond, but also carrying this over and connecting it to your actual website. Thanks everybody for listening to the August monthly product update demo here from Beyond. Let us know if you have any questions or if you want to check out any of these features. Thanks everybody.